Okay, I'm back in civilization, aka Chicago. Walking to the gym today and praying that no one points out how long it's been since I've been to this gym. I'm going to the powerlifting gym. I haven't been there in, I think, months, honestly. But never too late to show up already dripping in sweat. It's a long walk. It's hot as hell. Okay. Okay. Here I am just warming up. This is actually the first time I've deadlifted or done really any powerlifting in quite some time. Been focused on boxing and running, but because I have that foot injury, possible foot injury, I am just focusing more on lifting rather than running and high impact stuff. So cardio will probably take a hit, but it's okay. I'll at least be strong. Why did I forgot to put the clip on before I took it off the jack? I'm so stupid. This is, watching this footage back is humiliating. I wonder if people are looking at me. Anyway, so this is just another warm up, a lighter weight for me. And it's sped up. I'm actually not going that fast. Yeah, that guy in the background, he helped me once when I failed on bench and nearly killed myself, and he helped me re-rack the bar because he's strong and I'm not. Yeah, now I'm getting into my working sets here. Still keeping it fairly light, because I haven't done this a while, and this felt very heavy, because normally I'm doing probably my max I think is 3 of the red plates, so 2 shouldn't be that heavy. But yeah, I was struggling to get 5. I think I only got 3 for my working sets because it was very heavy. I even had to use chalk because my hands were sweaty. But felt good to get back in there. Yeah, there's just 3 this time. I recently went back the other day, and I was able to get 5 at this weight. I think I even did more, but I didn't film because I was there with my coworker, and I was distracted and didn't feel like setting up my tripod. I was trying to be social and stuff. But yeah, another hot 3 rep set. And then after this, I just did some RDLs. And this is actually a different day. And not until I watched this footage back did I realize I have on the exact same outfit. Just different hair. That is hilarious and embarrassing again. The good thing about the gym is no one cares about you. So no one noticed probably. But I'm a little bit surprised that I didn't realize I had on the exact same outfit. But it's all good. Here I am. I didn't do cuts this time. I just filmed my entire set. But yeah, I'm just warming up and I'm writing down my stuff on the iPad. And again, this was honestly surprisingly heavy. Again, when I went back recently, a week after this was filmed, I was hitting more weight. So even if you haven't gone to the gym in a while or haven't been lifting consistently, your strength comes back pretty fast, which is nice. But normally this would be this was a warm up, but usually this would be a very easy warm up, this weight. But if I recall correctly, it was not easy. Look at me, tech boy. The little iPad in the gym. I don't think I'm gonna do this again because it was kind of cumbersome, honestly. Also, on a different day, I was writing on my iPad and I dropped my iPad on my phone and it shattered my phone screen protector. So now I don't have a screen protector on my phone. I honestly think I use this as a working set now I think about it. Not a warm up. This would normally be a warm up, but it was heavy. So yeah, it ended up just like throwing on another 10 kilograms and using that as my working set. And I'll be honest, it was heavy. It was quite heavy. And if you've seen my videos previously, this weight was not heavy for me, like a few months ago. But you know, progress is not linear. But it's okay. Shot of the Jigglypuff socks. Okay, the outfit isn't exactly the same. I have different socks and shoes on. But yeah, just 5 sets of 5 sets. 5 sets of 5 reps, I mean. And here, I'm knitting at supersonic speed, not sped up. But yeah, I'm working on a vest. I'll edit in a picture of the finished vest that I'm working on. I'm actually doing a pattern for once, which is not something I normally do. Normally, I will just kind of wing it with my projects, but decided to buy a kit from Wool and the Gang and do a pattern. After I finish this, I'll do like a little dress to impress style runway walk with the finished product. Yeah, I'm almost done. I finished the back like a week ago, and now I'm working on the front right now. I'm close to finishing the right side of the front. But this has been kind of fun, following instructions instead of having to, think. When you're just kind of winging it, like there's a lot of thought that goes into like, oh, do I decrease here? Where should I stop the ribbing? If you don't knit, none of these words mean anything to you, but if you do knit, then you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of nice. The sizing is figured out. I didn't even bother with the gauge swatch, which is used to, it's just like a square you can use to determine how big your knitting piece should be. But I didn't even bother with that. I just started following the instructions for the size that I thought would fit me. Okay, so I have been thinking about my whole game development journey, and after 4 videos of doing shadows, I know you are probably sick of it. I'm sick of it. We're gonna do a little pivot. So my new goal is I'm gonna continue to try to implement 3D rendering techniques. So that's not changing. But I want to actually make some tiny to small games using my engine to be more, practical with it, where I'm not just doing techniques. I want to actually build something. Maybe even I don't know. Maybe even put it on Steam. Who knows? So I invite you to come with me in this journey. But mostly it's still just gonna be me vlogging, coding, going on hot girl walks, lifting, boxing, all that same stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. Okay, so here's more knitting. I believe in this footage I'm actually working on the front, which is kind of exciting. So yeah, we're almost done, and after this knitting footage, I will actually get to working on the game. But But yeah, I don't know. I want to show off some of my knitting and inspire people to craft. Crafting is fun and it's very therapeutic, and it's good to not constantly be looking at screens. Although I can, I don't remember, but I can almost assure you I was looking at a screen while I was knitting this. I probably had YouTube on, if I'm being honest. But it's okay. I was only somewhat looking at it. I bet if I unmuted it, you would hear Vanilla Mace's voice. But anyway, after this, I headed over to the coffee shop. Well, actually, no, I don't think it was directly after this, because next clip I have on a different outfit. But eventually, I headed over to the coffee shop and worked on turning OpenGL from an executable to a library. Fun stuff. Psych, I found one more clip of me knitting. You know, that's just how the game goes sometimes. Yeah. Editing, you forget about a clip on your phone. But I wanted to put it in because, damn, look at the vibes, though. The vibes. They're immac. Also, I definitely went a little nutty mode with the layering there on the necklaces. Goddamn. But yeah, fun stuff. Real excited to finish that. That doggone vest. Okay, I need delegations. These glasses make me look like Dr. Robotic. Yeah, so this is me at the coffee shop patio. Yeah, at this point I had created a separate project and I was kind of struggling to figure out how to take in OpenGL as a library as opposed to having it be its own project or executable. They're both projects. So right now I'm just fiddling. Honestly, there's a lot of resources that I need to somehow get into the new project, which is what I'm trying to figure out here. It did not work, to be honest, when I first did it. And what I was missing was that if you look at that line that says add subdirectory, it's actually copying OpenGL into the boba clone project, which is I hadn't realized that yet. So I was like trying to use a relative path to grab OpenGL when I really don't have to. I can just, well, I am using a relative path, but as you can see, it's in there when I ls. I didn't see it though when I ls. It's in the actual folder. So instead of copying it from the other one, I have to copy it from the one that's actually in my folder. And then also I have to delete the that step in OpenGL and only have it in the clone project, because I need so at this point I figured out that I do need to delete one of those, but I've yet to figure out that I need to delete the one in OpenGL. So the reason that one is useless is because it's not run. There's no executable project for OpenGL, so there's no point in copying the stuff into a build folder that doesn't exist. So what I needed to do was copy it into the boba build folder, not the OpenGL one. As you can see, I ls the resources, notice they're empty. And then, but if I go into OpenGL, resources, they're all there. And as you can see, I'm looking mad confused. But it's okay. We eventually did figure it out. So what I was trying to do here is comment out the boba clone one and hoping that it would just use the one from the OpenGL project. And it didn't do that. It did not do that, obviously. Because like I said, there's no build folder for OpenGL, so it's stupid to try to copy resources into a folder that doesn't exist. It's not stupid. I'm just like, I'm just learning, you know. This is the first time I had to like pull in a library that I actually created. So it's actually been kind of fun figuring this out, and I got to do it in a patio on a sunny day, which is fun. Be cute. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to say with this. Because honestly, it's just me banging my head up against a wall repeatedly. Again, confused. But I don't know. I'm good. Honestly, at this point, I might as well just like cut this off because it's literally just me doing the same thing. And then in the next clip, I'll actually explain it. But before that, I do want to say, what do I want to say? Like and subscribe. And then also, I believe, I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. It doesn't matter. This is so stupid. This is, I'm really trying to fill space. I feel like Bow Wow, I think it was at possibly the BET Awards or where they just kept telling him to stretch out his like intro. And he was like very much struggling to do that. It was pretty funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that instead of yapping.
The 58th annual Grammy Awards are getting ready to start. It's just live TV. It's just live TV. It's just live TV. This how we do it at the Grammys, baby. You guys get ready. You're here for a wonderful show. And I'm happy to be your host. And it's time to throw it to my man, L. Cool J. Oh, man. I'm getting lost. I'm getting lost. It's going down. 50 annual Grammy Awards. I'm out of here. It's time. Peace. I'm dancing. I'm going to dance all the way back to that. That's what I'm gonna do. We going to, how you feeling? Good, man. You good? You sure? Awesome. He said he's awesome. He's awesome. Let's get ready for the Grammys 58th annual. It's on the way. My man L. Cool J is going to take the stage, and it's almost about that time. Right about now. Woo! This is amazing right here. I need to get in my seat.
Okay, goddamn, that was like worse than I even remember. But it was the Grammys, not the BET Awards. I gotta say, he did a good job, given what awful circumstances he was put in. But that was tough. That was real tough. Praying for you, Bow Wow. Hope you get well soon. Anyway, at this point, I'm just like trying to run in the debugger to get to figure out like why it's crashing. But as I think I mentioned before, it was just where the resources were being copied to. It was pretty simple. And then also one very stupid issue I was having is in my run script, I was running the executable OpenGL instead of boba, which is the new name of the executable. Yes, I'm aware of the leaf in the shot. I kind of think it looks pretty. So, what I've been working on, I mentioned earlier in the vlog that I am going to start building a game. So I kind of actually decided what game I'm gonna build. It's gonna, my strategy is gonna be like building multiple small games, not like anything big or complicated or complex or anything. So first thing, and also they're gonna be clones for the most part. So first, I was thinking I could remake or clone that Boba Tea Shop game. I've actually never played it, but I did watch Vanilla Mace play it, and I really like the art style. The only thing I didn't like is that it's scary, and I'm scared of things. And I'm a little bit of a chicken when it comes to scary things, scary video games, haunted houses, scary movies. Not a fan. Don't like jump scares. But when I'm watching someone else play it, it's actually fun for me. But anyway, I'm gonna clone just the boba making part, so no scariness. So it'll be better for people like me. Fun fact about me, when I was 11 and got a GameCube, the first game I got was Luigi's Mansion, but I was too scared to play it, so I never played it. And to this day, I've never played Luigi's Mansion. It's embarrassing. Anyway, so let's take a look at what I have done so far. So there's some footage of me working on this at the coffee shop. I'm guessing I voiceovered it and explained it a little bit, but basically, I'm guessing, like I don't have control over what I put in the video. I will do a voiceover over it. Anyway, so what I did here is I took the OpenGL project. So right now I'm in the boba clone project, but if I go back, cd OpenGL, and let's open lazy git. So what I did is I ended up deleting the main file, and then I made some changes in the CMake file, CMake list.txt file. So what I did is I switched add executable, changed it to add library, and then I commented out the part that copies the resources into the build folder. I actually am gonna go ahead and actually delete that though, because I don't like just leaving commented code in my projects. But yeah, the reason I commented out is because I was just testing it. But now we know it works, so I'm gonna comment that. Not comment it. I'm gonna delete it. So let's commit that. Delete. Useless. Trash. Okay. Okay. So if we go back to the boba clone and view the CMake list file. So what we have is we have that custom target in here now. So it actually copies the OpenGL resources into a resources folder in the build, in the final binary directory, which is the build folder. And then from there, all we're doing is adding a subdirectory for OpenGL, and that copies the OpenGL project into this project. So as you can see, it's right here, and that pulls in all the dependencies for OpenGL. So ASIMP and GLFW and stuff is in there. So if I do clean /clean, that'll delete the build folder, and then /run. I'll run it, and I don't remember if I mentioned this in a different video, but I actually switched from building with Make to building with Ninja, and it's a lot faster. The only downside is it doesn't have the pretty syntax highlighting anymore, which kind of sucks because I love colors and syntax highlighting and whatnot, but it's fine. I'll take the speed over the prettiness. In any situation, if they're like, would you rather date Usain Bolt or Megan Fox? I'm going Usain Bolt 99 times out of 100, brother. So I'm about speed, all gas, no brakes. And they're like, hey, would you rather date Jeff Gordon or Sydney Sweeney? I'm dating Jeff Gordon, brother. He's just faster. He's faster. What can I say? What can I say? Okay, anyway, so we got it building. And as you can see, nothing has changed. It's all the same. So what I want to work on next is I want to work my way through that Blender tutorial where you make the donut. And hopefully after that, I will know enough to make shitty low poly Blender models to put in my game. That is the goal right now. So you're going to have to watch me struggle through that. And I apologize. Anyway, thank you for watching. Yeah, I'll be back soon with another video. I know I took a little longer to make this video. I've been still like working on my new apartment and stuff. And also I got a stress fracture in my foot, so I haven't been working out as much. And then just, yeah, I haven't been filming as much, but goal right now is get back to filming more frequently. So I will see you soon. Thank you for watching.